Game 2 NBA Finals matchup tonight between the Boston Celtics facing off against the Dallas Mavericks. Celtics are home tonight. Tip-off is set for 8 p.m. Eastern. And man, Game 1 was fucking absolutely insane. Celtics absolutely crushed the Mavericks. But now the public is all over Boston again. They were all riding the Mavericks' fucking dick on the first game, of course, but now I got another update from Hard Rock, a big boost, an overdrive boost saying Celtics to win versus Mavericks. They're giving you more money again here. And this is a really good bounce back spot for the Mavericks. Look, guys, they're either going to take game 2 tonight or they're going to take game 3. So you might as well play in favor of the Mavericks in both situations. And either you win 2 or you win 1. That's what I'm going to say here tonight. The Mavericks could not have shot any worse in game 1 versus the Celtics, and the Celtics really couldn't have shot any better in game 1. So I look for a regression today from the Celtics, and I look for the Mavericks to come in and kind of punch them in the face. We know in the past the Celtics have lost both game 2s against the Heat and the Cavs. They did win that game 2 against the Pacers, and they did cover in that game. But we're going to talk about an analysis for this game. We're going to talk about a little bit of player props. We're going to talk about my predictions. Smash the like button. Toss me a subscribe. I appreciate you guys. And if you guys want my best bet for tonight, I sent it out on my VIP. You can check it out here. What the fuck? I don't know why it's the other screen. But anyways, link is in the description here for my winnable. You can grab it. Use code playoffs for 20% off all my VIP packages. And I sent out a best bet for tonight, a super hammer straight bet. And I also sent out 2 player prop slips to my VIP clients. Yesterday we won VIP with the Dodgers money line over the Yankees at plus 100 value. Smashed that bet for $2,500. Made $2,500 profit on that game. I'm looking to get a bounce back in NBA tonight. And then we're going to go to game 3 in Dallas in a couple of days. Let's get into the breakdown. Game 1, Boston led by 29 points. They let the lead go down to 8 points, which I was like, damn, that's crazy. But then they started to put their foot on the gas again. They jumped back big on the lead again. This spot, like I said, it favors the Mavericks after they took that blowout loss. Boston has shown to regress in game 2s throughout the playoffs. Boston is 13-2 this postseason, but just 1-2 in game 2s. Boston was 27 points more than the Mavericks from the 3-point line in game 1, and they only won by 18 points. So we all said this before. We know that the Celtics live and die by the 3-point shot. If they're hitting threes, they're going to win the game. If they're missing threes, they're going to lose the game. That's just how it goes. Personally, I thought with 9 days rest, they were going to be a little bit rusty and they weren't going to be throwing down threes. Now, I was wrong. In that case, they started slapping threes. But as you can see, they did that in the first half of the game, and they came out in the second half really, really flat. They let the Mavericks come down and cut the lead from 29 points down to 8 points. But then, they turned it up again to end up beating the Mavericks by double digits. But, Boston, like I said, plus 27 points from the 3-point line. They only won by 18. Dallas was plus 10 from the 2-point line. So Dallas missed so many threes. I believe Kyrie Irving was 0 for 5 from the 3-point line and about 6 for 19 in field goals. Kyrie has to play better. If Kyrie doesn't play better, they're in trouble. I expect Luka to have a really good game, as always. As far as the total goes, let's talk about the public, where the money's on. The money's on Boston again today. Everybody kind of gave up on the Mavericks. It's the public logic for you. The public just saw a crazy game. Like I said, they saw the Mavericks play the worst game in the playoffs. Last game, they saw the Celtics play the best game in the playoffs. So now they're like, how could a Mavericks team possibly beat this Celtics team again in just 2 days later? And that's exactly what the books, the odds makers, Vegas, the system, the house wants you to think, and they're going to come in and take all your fucking money again, you fucking plebeian peasants who are just riding with the public every single game. You guys got to be smarter than that. We've seen it time and time again, and the statistics back it. You know what I mean? It's simple. 5-0, the Mavericks. They're 5-0 after a loss in the postseason. So after they lose, they're 5-0 after those losses, winning by 15 points per game or more on average. So after the Mavericks lose, they win the next game 15 points or more, and they're 5-0 after losses. They're 4-0 after scoring less than 100 points, and they scored in the 89 or something like that. Boston has not covered back-to-back games since Cleveland. So this spot favors the Mavericks all day. Could it go to the Celtics? Sure, for sure. If the Celtics come out and start ripping threes, of course it could go to the Celtics. But either game 2 or game 3 is going to the Mavericks. Now the money line today, let's talk about the public. The public's all over Celtics, of course, but they're more on the Mavericks spread, which makes sense. There's good value in the spread today. If you're looking at the total, I'd recommend going over 214. Now they kind of bumped it up now to 215 and a half. Maybe take an alternate line, or if you want to take, I would take an alternate line, but favors the over. I mean, look, the Mavericks could not have shot any worse, and I don't expect them to be shoot. I think they're going to come out today hot. I really do think that the Mavericks are going to come out tonight and play. But like I said, if you're going to take a bet on the game, you want to either do a spread situation tonight favoring Dallas, or you want to do a money line today favoring Dallas. If you got a pair of fucking balls on you, it's plus 200, $5,000 turns into 15,000 type of fucking thing. Whatever you want to do. I have a best bet on my VIP for the game. But Mavericks either take game 2 or take game 3. We don't want a boring finals. The NBA doesn't want a boring finals. They want to keep making those millions of dollars and $40 to $50 to $60 million in ad revenue per game. And if this thing goes a sweep or 5 games, they're just not making their money. And look, the books want to take your money. They want to take the public's money. The public are sheep. The public are fucking stupid. And so they're all over the Celtics tonight. Tonight is a really good chance for them to sweep, pull the rug, and to fucking destroy everybody's bank accounts again tonight. Personally, won't be me. Let's look at some player props here. So, Gafford, Daniel Gafford for the Dallas Mavericks. He went 3 for 3 from the field last game in game 1 and 2 for 2 from the line. Perfect 8 points. I don't see him doing that again. His line tonight is at 7.5 though. Lively's getting more time, and on top of that, Porzingis is an absolute unit. I would look at Gafford under 7.5 if you're going to play with his player prop tonight. Tatum over. He didn't really perform well last game. Sometimes he's getting more rebounds and assists than points, but if you're going to do Tatum, you got to do over. Kyrie Irving, 0 for 5 last game from 3-point range. I'm sitting out on Kyrie. I don't know if he's going to heat up. He better heat up. But if you're going to play with Kyrie's player prop, just, he's in a favorable bounce back spot tonight. Luka Doncic, you got to always go over on him. You can't fade him. I think he's going to have a great game tonight, and I'm leaning over on Doncic points tonight or 3 points tonight. I think it's at about 3.5 threes tonight. I see him hitting 4 or more threes. Who else we got? Josh Green, 0.5 threes. That's worth a look. He's been slapping at least one 3-pointer every single game. Another one, Josh Hardy. If you can get him at about 3.5 points, is what I locked him for earlier. He's been just having crushing games, and I look for Josh Hardy for the Dallas Mavericks to do work. PJ Washington, take a look at his points, his PRA, or his 3-pointers. You could take a look at all of those. I like Al Horford over today. I like Porzingis over points and rebounds today. I like Drew Holiday over PRAs today. And yeah, that's about it for player props. I think Peyton Pritchard's at 0.5 threes if you like Peyton Pritchard. But, that's about it for me in this video. Look, if the Mavericks want to take the game today, they could take the game today. I don't think they're going to get blown out. If they do take a loss, I think it'll be a very tight game. Celtics might get the game at the very end. And then we got game 3 in Dallas, which I definitely think favors the Mavericks even more if they lose tonight. But however you want to play this game, I appreciate you guys getting the video out late. My bad, I was doing some shit, but I'm going to have more for you guys coming up soon. Smash a like, smash a subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Spence Lux.